What is going on, guys? So as you can tell on today's video, we're gonna be discussing Six Flags Fiesta Texas 2022 teaser. So we do have a scream punk kind of themed teaser here, and it's showing a skull and a robotic arm and a blimp right where the theater is. And so they say they're gonna open the gates around spring of next year. And this means that they're clearing a big plot of land, and I'm pretty sure the theater is a pretty fairly big building. And so a lot of people are speculating for a new roller coaster. So we're gonna take a look at the area right now. Alright, so as you can tell where the theater is at, where they're doing the teaser, this is where the gate is currently at. And you can tell that, whoa, it is a big plot of land. So it looks like a coaster will be on its spot. Now, I don't think it's going to be a GCI wooden roller coaster, because if it was, then we would already see blueprints already. So, I mean, could this be maybe a flat ride? Maybe, um, could this be a water coaster, like a mock power splash? Could it be that's not a flat ride, that's a roller coaster. Could it be maybe a those pandemonium ride, like the one in Great Escape? Could it be that? That's not gonna really fit in. This is a big plot of land, guys, so I don't think a flat ride would probably be here. And if they're removing the theater, they would probably remove part of it, or they're gonna put the station right here, and then the coaster will probably go somewhere right in this land right here. This is pretty big, actually. I'm thinking of an S&S Axis Coaster. It's mostly rumored that they can get an S&S Axis Coaster, but I did heard someone said a premier multi-launch coaster, but will it fit? Because there's really not much room. I mean, because over here there's a pathway, but they can be creative. I mean, if they're gonna put something here, there better be footers over there, and they would have to close down the train ride. I mean, of course they won't close the train ride right now, because construction didn't start yet. But I have a feeling that if it's gonna be a Premier Rides multi-launch coaster, which I probably heard, then they have to be very creative. And I don't know if it's also part of this. If this is the theater that they're also like teasing or something. But it's a scream punk type of theme that they are aiming for. I mean, remember what they did to the Devil Dive flying machines? They did something similar, but I don't think it's gonna be a flat ride this time. It's going to be a type of roller coaster. Now, what kind of roller coaster? I'm kind of doubting the Premier multi-launch coaster, because they already have a Premier launch coaster, and that is a Poltergeist. So if they were to get another one, I think I wouldn't mind. But I kind of think that this is a good fit for an S&S Axis coaster. So I kind of think that an S&S Axis coaster will come to this part of land right here. I think it's going to fit nicely in here, since they can probably do a lot of twists and turns. And it doesn't really, it's not really that of a big coaster. It's only this big. So I don't think it's going to be a Raptor, because they already have a Raptor. So probably some kind of S&S Axis coaster called Apocalypse will most likely probably be the name of it. So if Apocalypse, I'm thinking maybe of an orange coaster and with black supports. So yeah, I mean, it's been rumored S&S Axis coaster, because as you can tell, Six Flags Fiesta Texas always do coasters, first of its kind. That's their test park to kind of do rides for a demonstration before sending it to another Six Flags park. So when you take a look at Batman the Ride, that's its first kind in Texas, because that's the first ever S&S 40 free spin, and then they send it to the other Six Flags parks after Batman the Ride at Fiesta Texas. Look at Iron Rattler. Uh, that's an RMC hybrid coaster. Actually, the first one was in Over Texas, but that one's also yeah. But that one is actually first kind with an inversion though. So they tested an RMC with an inversion. That's why Iron Rattler only has one inversion because they tested it out, do an RMC with an inversion. And then Fiesta Texas have a first kind RMC Raptor. So they got Wonder Woman first and then Railblazer the same year. So, uh, so of course Wonder Woman Golden Lasso came out first. So it looks like they're doing, first of its kind in this park. So I think most likely it's going to be an S&S Axis coaster called Apocalypse. So I think the only room that I can see them fitting a coaster in this land is an S&S Axis coaster. Now that would be pretty cool though. That would be the first kind at maybe Texas, and not only Texas, first kind in the world. S&S Axis coaster. I think that's going to be the new ride for next year. Is the S&S Axis coaster. So, do you think it's gonna be an S&S Axis coaster? Comment below if you guys think it is. If not, what do you wish to see come to Six Flags Fiesta Texas in 2022? But other than that, I'm gonna sign off here. Peace.